Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Shinrin Yoku, and Yurt Life, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Saturday, February 3rd, 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time, 2024. The seismic swarm at Kilauea, south of the volcano, has reemerged. An uptick is happening, and an eruption may be imminent. But what is imminent is the Sierra Crest will be buried in 2 to 5 feet of snow through Tuesday. That's their lose day. Keep calm. It's boom time. A rare high risk of flash flooding has been issued in Southern California as atmospheric river takes aim, and many people are claiming that Death Valley will fill with an ancient lake, and there will be massive flooding in Santa Barbara and Oxnard. Here's the map. Flash flood threat for California extreme from Lompoc to Santa Clarita, and some people are being evacuated right now as the strong storm will bring heavy snow and dangerous travel to both the Sierra and the Valley. Yes, it is unfortunate, but much needed moisture. And you remember 4 years ago, when they were claiming, the climate alarmists, that it was never going to rain or snow again in California? What a bad prediction that was. An atmospheric river will combine with low pressure systems to give both the Sierra and the Valley a good chance for snow on Sunday and Monday. And again, a few days later, it's a 1-2 punch. Here are the snow totals through Tuesday, with 1 to 3 feet above 7,000 and 2 to 5 feet at the crest. Snow, rain, and slick roads through Sunday morning for Colorado. We got over a foot of snow in many regions. Monument saw 11.5, Rye saw 11.2, Walsenburg, over on the other side of the Continental Divide, 6.6 inches. And more snow is coming. Southern U.S. storms could spawn isolated tornadoes and water spouts towards the end of the week. We will show you this in the full forecast. But gusty winds, tornadoes, and hail, oh my. Stormy setup across the southeast this weekend could spark a severe weather threat in Florida for Sunday and Monday. Here is the system through Sunday. Rain and thunderstorms for the entire southeast. And then by Sunday, severe thunderstorms for most of Florida. Localized damaging winds 50 to 60 miles per hour with maximum gusts to 70. Isolated tornadoes possible as well. And here we can see a tornado filmed yesterday in Sagerton, Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis. And we also can see some severe rain there, which is much needed in the south. Here's the full forecast. Active weather pattern for the western and southern U.S. and above normal temperatures across the central U.S. A stormy system will continue to push through the intermontane West and Rockies, bringing heavy snow, strong winds through Saturday. Scattered severe thunderstorms and heavy rain will occur this weekend across the south, and we'll show you the map in just a moment. Another storm system will arrive in California later this weekend, bringing heavy rain with a flooding threat, heavy mountain snow, and strong winds. Winter storm watches and warnings are up for 7 states. And Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis, is in the red flag warning. Heavy winds in the south and a dense fog warning advisory for the central U.S. Let's take a look at the current map, and you can see those southern storms quite active in the Gulf are going to be moving across the southeast into Florida by Sunday night, Sunday, and Monday. And they will linger there until they move offshore here by Tuesday. Should be the end of the rain for the southeast. But more importantly are the atmospheric rivers that are coming into California here Sunday. Heavy snow for the Sierra Crest. We said the prediction is 2 to 5 feet for the highest elevations, 1 to 3 above 7,000. And this first atmospheric river is going to pummel most of California as it dips south by Monday, bringing that heavy flooding rain to Southern California. Here is the Monday setup into Tuesday, and by Wednesday, this system is going to spin out and move into the Four Corners region here. Wednesday through Thursday is our lose day here in Pagosa, as the first system drops 6, 8, 10 inches of snow. A second system on the weekend dumps even more snow for 2 or 3 days, and then a third develops for the Four Corners region, bringing even more snow, ho, 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 to our region. Let's walk it through. Here is Sunday to Monday morning. You can already see there could be up to 4 feet of snow by Monday morning on the Sierra Crest, specifically the southern central portion there. We'll move it through Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. That storm is going to start to affect the Four Corners region Wednesday, bringing heavy totals to high elevation snow throughout all the states in the Rocky Mountains west of the Continental Divide, and even some snow to the east of the divide. Here is Wednesday through Thursday. More snow will continue to fall in the Rockies and continue to pile up Friday and into Saturday, Sunday, February 11th. Then we have a breakout storm that's been on the models now for days. So something may happen very big in Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan. And we're talking February 10th, 11th, and 12th there. So we run the models out there, and you can see heavy snow may be coming to New England as well, with 4 feet on the GFS model there for Maine and New Hampshire. I know that's insane and probably won't hold up, but in the next few days, the entire West is going to be buried in the global warming goodness. Mark my words. Earthquake gives San Francisco a shake Friday afternoon. A 3.4 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of San Francisco on February 2nd. The earthquake had a preliminary magnitude of 3.4. It struck just offshore of San Francisco at 1:32 p.m. on Friday, according to the USGS. And we have more activity happening in the U.S. with a 5.1 magnitude earthquake near Oklahoma City that was felt in 5 states. This is not the largest of the frac quakes. 5.4, in fact, is the largest, but still a significant quake nonetheless. The Oklahoma City area felt the magnitude 5.1 earthquake late Friday, followed by a series of aftershocks. Around 11:24 p.m. local time, the earthquake struck near Prague, 63 miles east of Oklahoma City, according to the Oklahoma Geologic Survey. It had a depth of just under 2 miles, which is way too shallow to be natural, in my opinion. So, frac quake much? Seismic update. Here's the map, and you can see multiple aftershocks from that 5.1 magnitude earlier today. Take a look. Here we are in Oklahoma with over 7 earthquakes in just the last few hours. More frac quakes here in Texas, more deep well injection nonsense. And overall, not much going on, normal activity worldwide. As we keep a close eye on the Reykjanes Peninsula, what is lighting up is Hekla and other of the larger volcanic systems, Bardabunga, Grímsvötn, Askja, all getting some seismicity coming. But we are keeping a close eye on the Reykjanes Peninsula because that is where the uplift is occurring, and there is a prediction for an earthquake in the next few days. Worldwide volcano news, Kilauea volcano update, elevated swarm continues. The elevated seismic swarm on the southwest of the caldera continues. After a lull yesterday, well, that activity popped right back up again. And so we are waiting potentially for an imminent eruption at Kilauea. No need to get your panties in a bunch as we know how that unfolds. Overall, normal activity, Ducono to 8,000, Nevado de Ruiz puffing and passing today. We also have Fuego to 14. What else do we have on the list? Not much to report on. All is quiet on the Western Front. Normal activity worldwide, except for the uptick currently at Kilauea. And there's the map. Quite a bit of seismicity, if I may say so myself. Now, a magnetic anomaly has been discovered deep below New Zealand's Lake Rotorua. No need to worry. This is an extinct volcano. It's actually sitting at the heart of a dormant volcano and is the setting of one of New Zealand's most famous Morai love stories. This lake has been mapped for the first time in great detail, and they found a magnetic anomaly, which has something to do with the ancient volcanism. In fact, they say that magnetite, which is typically in magmas of this type, have been altered to pyrite, creating this amazing anomaly right there. How do you like them apples? Now, a rare ancient tree discovery has scientists gobsmacked. And it's because the tree is fully intact, the full tree and the leaves all in the fossil. And not only that, this is one of the oldest trees to ever be on Earth, one of the first trees. The unique preservation of Sandaphorilacus densifolia tree where the trunk is surrounded by more than 250 spirally arranged leaves, was the result of an earthquake in a 352 million year old rift lake, now exposed in New Brunswick, Canada, where an event occurred during an earthquake that sucked a tree underground and preserved it. Conservatlagerstadt. That means in really good preservation. And this is the model rendering of the newly discovered Sandifordiaculus tree, including a simplified branching structure for easier visualization. These trees back in the Devonian were unlike trees of today. They were more fern-like and had a weird respiratory system in the bark as well as the leaves. So they're closer to ferns than actual trees, but they stuck out of the ground and they had a canopy just like modern trees do. Now, this baby, 350 million year old, is about, well, it says here, they discovered fossil has more than 250 leaves preserved around its trunk, with each partially preserved leaf extending 5.7 feet from the trunk, which is about 13 foot long. So quite a big tree here, preserved in whole 352 million years ago. Absolutely gobsmacking. That's what they say. The U.S. warns tourists to reconsider travel to Jamaica after 65 murders in just a single month. I would say you'd be better off traveling to Detroit and getting a room in the ghetto. Probably much safer. Now, the book that I've been reviewing for years is finally published today. Earlier today, Kevin Jamieson put out The Great Crustal Shift Hoax, the truth they tried to hide, and it is free. The reason it's free is because we're not here to make money, especially Kevin Jamieson. And we're going to have Kevin on the show and a full expose on the book and what it says and the research he has done. We're going to link you to the book for free below, where you can download the PDF. If you want to do that, just come down here to where it says PDF, click on the download link, and get the file. But you can easily read it in situ here over at the Internet Archive, where the book is being offered for free to everyone in the universe. It goes over all the people that talk about the crustal shift hypothesis and how they were incorrect and it's a hoax. It's a government psyop, and it appears as if Ben Davidson is involved, or he's not smart enough to understand what is going on here. I explained it in full in a two-part series we did on this channel about Project Nanook, and all the issues with Dr. Maynard White and his discoveries of tropical forests in the Arctic. Well, those are 300 million years old and has nothing to do with recent time. Another major problem, which this book doesn't cover, is all the evidence we've uncovered that there is no and has been no crustal slip ever in the last 2 million years, as the Arctic has pristine ice with DNA dated to 2+ million years old. That means it never was exposed to sun. It was never at the equator, even for half a day, because the DNA would have degraded and there would have been catastrophic loss to this data set. But I do digress. And there will be people that hold on to the cockamamie theory that the Earth tilts over regularly, albeit there is not a single shred of geologic evidence for the claim, unfortunately. So, you want to join us for more interesting conversation on the topic of cosmic catastrophe and what actually happened on Earth based on data and science? Join us in just a minute over at Magnetic Reversal News for the Giza Power Plant, Giza Plateau inundation, the Younger Dryas catastrophe, and a conversation about lost high technology and what may be going on. Should be an interesting and enlightening conversation where we will be live in the chat to answer and interact with you with all of your questions. And that's a boom to knowledge. The show is getting started, so get over there now, and we'll see you in just a second.